everyone, this is Stacy in Japan, and today, March 21st, 2017, I am celebrating 1 year in Japan. Woo! Yes. On March 19th, 2016, I set out on a journey from Jamaica, the land of wood, water, and warm sunshine, to the land of Japan, the rising sun. A country very, very different from my own, which I landed in or on March 21st, 2016, and today marks 1 year of that journey, and I am here to just share with you some of the things that I've experienced over this past year. I have cried with fear of the unknown, cried for missing my family, cried for feeling completely estranged, and I have been reluctant to embracing the change that this new culture brought. Even though I knew so much about it, I really knew very little about it. Since being here, I have been lost a few times. I have been lost in the train station. I have been lost while driving on the road. And I have suffered myself many heartaches just from wondering, what am I doing in Japan? But thank God, 1 year and I am still here and I am living to tell about it. And so, because of some wonderful people that I have met over this past year, this journey has been a little bit more tolerable, as it were, for me, a little bit more livable. Even though I'm here out in the countryside, I have met some wonderful people. I have had to travel to meet them, of course, but things work out as they always do for those who trust in God. So I found a new church, and with that, new friends. But yet still, the fellowship is quite different from back home, being one of those very lively and exciting evangelical people coming to a very somber country where clapping is really restricted to during announcements and very quiet church services, but still very wonderful and warm people that have embraced and taken care of me over this year. Yeah, that makes sense. I have shared in many cultural experiences, not just Japanese experiences, but because there are so many other nationalities, I have experienced a lot of Asian cultural exchanges, mostly Asian, but I have met persons from all over the world, people from every walk of life, as far as Hungary, and I mean, like, what, Hungary? It's been a wonderful experience. I started studying the language really late, just before I came to Jamaica, and I have picked it up a bit more since being in Japan. Still nowhere near to doing the level of studying that I think is really required to have a more fruitful experience here in Japan. But what I have studied has been helpful. Has been very helpful in getting me through each day, to communicate with persons. And mind you, a lot of gesturing and a lot of Google Translate and a lot of bad Japanese and a lot of bad English takes place. But the exchange is generally so warm, so understanding. And I thank God for that. I have survived this year, and there are many times, and even now, that I felt like I want to go back home. What am I doing in this country? What am I doing in this cold place? I want to know something I like cold already. Yeah, but God would have it that I am here at this time. And so, even though I miss my family and my church and my country and the people and the food, my God, I'm gonna send two mango for me now. Do. Yes, I really thank God that He has a plan which includes Japan for me. And so even though there have been more lonely moments than I would have ever imagined, coming from a place where I know so many people and, always interacting with people who speak English, of course, to this place where I feel so estranged, but thankfully technology exists. And even though I'm not a big technology person, I'm not tech savvy, I don't really like it as much. I am happy that it's available to me, and so I've been able to stay in touch with my family and friends over this year. So I thank God for that too. Yes, many things to give God thanks for. I'm not the most adventurous person, and I realize that even more when I visit the big cities in Japan. And I have visited quite a number of large cities. Still only a fraction, but those I have visited, even though they are beautiful and offer such a wealth of experience and exposure, the city life, I know, is just not for me. But I'm happy that I'm able to experience them nonetheless. Am I looking forward to the second year? The second year of challenges and newness. Not so much, but change come anyhow. I will embrace it nonetheless, even though I don't look forward to it that much. And on that note of change, I will be changing to a new apartment in a new city. I will be changing to a new company for my job. And also with that change comes a new teaching level. No longer teaching the elementary level, but going on to the junior high school level, and looking forward to teaching the corporate level also. So a lot of changes on the horizon for somebody who is not very adventurous. But nevertheless, I thank God because He will sustain me. Yes, He will keep me through these challenges, I know. And so I want to just big up one more time those persons who have been influential in my life, in Japan, outside of Japan, friends and family, fellow YouTubers, persons like Dave Trippin, big up yourself, Charles, big up. Thank you for being with me on this journey. Pickles the Gaijin, Jamaican YouTuber, Andre, big up yourself. Thank you for sharing your lives stories with us here on this platform. And I pray that God will bless you and continue to prosper you and give you the desires of your hearts. Press on towards your dreams, no matter how long or how short you have been in Japan. I thank you guys for watching. I thank you for staying with me here. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. This is Stacy in Japan, giving thanks for 1 year and looking forward maybe to another year in Japan. Bye.